So we are discussing goal setting. And goal setting is important because it is one of the steps needed in avoiding your triggers. We are familiar with this picture, right? And part of avoiding my triggers involves goal setting and goal chasing. This makes you so busy, like you are so busy that you don't have time to engage your triggers. This is a recap. The learning objectives. When we are done with this session, you would know how to find a goal to chase. I explained that without a goal, your life would be like this. You have more mood swings, more anxiety, and more whatever you'll be dealing with. So you learn how to find a goal to chase. You learn how to write a SMART goal. You know the difference between a daydream sentence and a goal statement. You will know what your primary goal is and your secondary goals. And you will know the 7 steps, the 7 goal setting template steps for writing goals. You learn how to break down the 6 months goal into a 3 months goal. And lastly, you will learn how to break down a 3 months goal into a 1 month goal, and then a 1 week goal and a tomorrow's goal. We have done all of this last session, so we're going to switch to what we have for today. There are 7 steps that you are required to learn. The step 1 in the goal setting template, open to the last page. The step 1 in the goal setting template is needs. How do you know what to chase? Am I being heard? You hear me? How do you know what to chase? How do you know what is important to you? You must have a need. And many times you might not know what your need is, but your body will tell you what your need is because to be reacting. That sense of boredom, that sense of mood swing, that sense of anxiety, that sense of I'm wasting my time, that sense tells you, okay, there is something I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not doing. So, how do you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing? The process is need selection. That's the first step in the goal setting step. The second step is converting these needs into a goal statement, which is what we'll be using for the goal setting process. The third step is to know the deepest reason why we want this goal. The fourth step is to know the obstacles that will prevent us from getting this goal. And then the fifth step is to know the habits or the steps needed to get this goal. And the sixth step is to decide how will you reward yourself when you get this goal, or what will you deny yourself. And the last step is now the breaking down process. Let us now start from the beginning. All right, so step 1 is the needs. Now, if you open to the goal page on your workbook, that should be page what? So this is the goal setting on page 22. The very first thing is the needs. Everybody in this room has different needs. And if those needs are not met, your body will be reacting. The body will be reacting to those needs. Okay? So how do you now find a need, what a need is? There are 3 ways to find out what a need is. The first way is to use the VLQ. The second is to use the non-guard. And the last is to use the goal section in your week 1. Can I see your non-guard form so I can just briefly flash? So this is what the non-guard form looks like. It just shows your strengths and your weaknesses. What you lack, what you have. What you lack is what will now become a need. But what we want to now use is the VLQ. Now, how do we use the VLQ? So don't worry, I'll take you guys step by step. We'll be using an already filled VLQ. So, section A is what is important to you. We know the rating. Section B is how you have performed in the last 3 months. So we can see all the steps. It's on the first page of the paper I gave you. So, how do we now use the VLQ to select a need? So I was able to just capture the last 5 areas of the VLQ. I captured area 10, area 11, area 12, area 13, area 14 to make it easy so that everything can fit in one page. Good. So area 1, select what is important to you. Area 2, in the last 3 months, how successful has it been living according to your values? So this person chose having positions or roles in my community. He put 7, right? In section B, he put 5. Area 11, having connections in my state/country. Section A, it is not very important to me, maybe 6/10, so he put 6. So how well have I been doing in the last 3 months? He put 5. Area 12, physical care, diet, exercise, and sleep. It is very important to him. Okay, in the last 3 months, how well have you been doing? And he now put what? 7. Area 13, overcoming anger and mood swings. How important is that for you? He said it's very important. Okay, no wahala. In the last 3 months, how have you been living your life to show it's important to you? He now said 4. Okay, I've not really been doing well. Being somebody who has overcome anger and mood swings in the last 3 months, I'm not doing so well. Having quality and goal-minded friends, it was important to him. So how well has he been doing? The quality and goal-minded friends I have made, or I'm still keeping in the last 3 months, is 4. That's quite low. So based on these 2 figures, how do we now select a need? Now the formula is this. Need selection criteria. The criteria is anyone that you score 8 and above in section A and 6 and below in section B becomes a need. Let's explain. For area 10 in section A, what did he score? And in section B, what did he score? Does that qualify the criteria?
No.
Who said yes? Who said yes? Okay, does area 12 qualify as the criteria?
Yeah, no.
So area 11?
No.
Why?
I can see 6 in section A. It's not more than 8 or more.
Beautiful. Does section B qualify?
That's below.
So B qualifies, but A doesn't qualify. So the entire area doesn't qualify as a need. How about area 12? Does area 12 qualify to be a need based on the criteria? No. All right, so area 13, does it qualify? Does area 13 qualify as a need? Yes or no? Okay, why do you say no? What do you say?
It's 10.
In section A?
Yes.
And section A criteria says at least 8.
Okay, let's say. Okay,
So does section A qualify?
Qualifies, but the other section B does not qualify.
Section B says less than 6. What do we have here? Does it qualify?
Yes.
So it qualifies. Let's look at area 14. Does the section A qualify?
Yes, yes.
Does section B qualify?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So only areas 13 and area 14 qualify as needs. All right. So I was able to capture from area 10 to 14. So right now we have areas 1 to areas 10. Faith. Which other area, between area 1 and 10, which one, sorry, area 1 and 9. Area 1 and 9 because we have already done 10. Tell me one area that qualifies. So find one of the areas that qualifies as a need based on the criteria I've explained. So any of you can just voice an answer out. Area 9, let's look at area 9. Area 9, section A has 10 and section B has, beautiful. Area 1. Area 1 has 9, which is more than 8. And area B has 3, which is less than 6. Beautiful. Any other? Area 6, 10 and 10 and 4. Beautiful. Who's next?
Down.
We are done with 10 and below. We have done it in the example. We are focusing on 1 and 9. Area 5, 8. So 8 enters. Yes? Area 5, 8 and 5. Beautiful. So we now know that these areas are in need. Now, for the purpose of simplicity, we will still be using areas 10 to areas 14. So, can we see? Yes. Only areas 13 and areas 14 between 10 and 14, okay, qualify or meet the needs criteria. So how do you now decide if after you've filled your questionnaire, you have like 7 that qualify, you cannot chase all of them at the same time. So how do you now decide which 2 to chase first? Yeah, there's a formula is this. The area with the largest difference between section A and section B would fall as a need you would chase. That's the first way of deciding. The second way of deciding is by looking at it. Which one do you really want to chase? Let's look at the difference. 10 minus 4 is what?
6.
9 minus 4 is what?
5.
So which one has the highest difference? So area 13 would be chased in preference to area 14. Do you get it? So now that you can identify the needs, being someone who has overcome anger and swings, the quality and goal-minded friends I have made or I am still keeping. How do you now after finding a need, what's the next thing to do? Convert it into a daydream statement. And what are the qualities of a daydream statement? Daydream, not goal statement, daydream. I want, I wish, I pray, so it's future tense. I desire, okay? So to convert 13 into a daydream sentence can be, I wish I can overcome anger, or I want to overcome my anger, or I will overcome my anger, or I desire to overcome my anger. It's called daydream sentence because it gives a vibe of I really want this. I really need this. God, I beg, help me get this. So that's all like dreams. Okay? The second area in converting it into a daydream sentence, the quality and goal-minded friends I am making. I want to have quality and goal-minded friends, or I need to have quality and goal-minded friends. We get that. So, how do we now convert the daydream sentence into a goal statement? Okay? Who was here in the last class? You were there. What are the 3 qualities of a goal statement?
To be specific.
Specific.
It will have
Time bound. All right. So a daydream, to convert a daydream statement into a goal statement, just to recap what the daydream statement is. Anything that has, I need to get, I want, I pray I have, I wish I could get, I pray I can have, I want. These are all daydream sentences. So to convert it into a goal statement, which is the substance that you want to chase. You cannot chase daydreams, because when you pinch yourself, you will wake up and you will say, I was dreaming. So you can only chase goal statements. So you convert the daydream statement, in bracket the need, into a goal statement. The goal statement has 3 qualities. So whatever you have in front of you that doesn't have these three qualities, it is not a goal statement. The first quality is present tense as against future tense. Future tense is daydreams. I want, I wish. Okay? Number 2, specific, and number 3, time bound. All right. So how do you make your daydream statement into a goal statement? The first attribute is present tense. So present tense would have I have goal-minded friends. I have overcome anger versus I want or I desire to have. So that's the present tense attribute. Or I am enjoying, or I am currently using my friends. Okay, so you are writing it in a way to communicate that you are currently enjoying it or you currently have it. For example, if a need was, I need to go back to school. Okay. So the present tense for I need to go back to school would be I am back to school. All right? Or I need to have money. I have money. I need to have a job. Yeah.
But how does writing all these notes in the present tense, how does it change it?
I would explain it. Okay? I will explain it. Like, don't worry. Ask all the questions. Okay? I'll explain it. And the same principle works with the goal trigger meditation. I'll explain it. I have been living a drug-free life versus I will have a drug-free life. So I have, I am, I'm enjoying. Now, the next step, to make it specific. The last time I explained it to you, it was a bit tricky. But now I want to make it in a way that it is very easy. Very easy for you guys. All right? The daydream statement is I really need a job. Right? The goal statement that is present tense is I have a job. Am I correct? I have a job. That's the present tense attribute. We have not discussed the specific and the time bound, right? I have a job. The next thing, how do you now make I have a job specific? I told you that you should make it in a way that you can use your 5 senses to describe that. But that's quite difficult. We will not do that. It will give you a headache. So what do we now do? We're using the same principle of the goal visualization. How many of us did the goal visualization exercise? Let me see your hand. Okay. You were told to write down your goal first. Am I correct? And that writing down helped you visualize it, right? Such that you were able to practice POD, because after the exercise, I told you to write it down, the entire experience, and you know what you saw. Am I correct? Good. So let's now try to recreate the same thing this time. So the goal is I have a job. All right? So I need everybody participating in this activity to close their eyes and begin to see themselves enjoying a particular type of job. You have 20 seconds. Let your imagination run very deep. Begin to see yourself enjoying that job that you really like. Could it be sitting in an office or in a boat, whatever it is? See yourself enjoying a particular job. Okay, open your eyes now. What did you see? Anything? What did you say? Good. So, in that visualization, it is now easy to describe what you saw. So I'm not now telling you, okay, describe it as 5 senses. You know what bank you saw yourself in. Maybe you even saw what you were wearing. That is how specific it is. What did you see?
I saw myself as the manager of a bank.
What bank?
Access.
Okay. So you saw now the thing about this part of the goal setting is that it plays with your subconscious and finds a common ground, finds something that you can relate with. I don't know why both of you are sitting down together. Maybe that's why you're having the same thing. I don't know. I haven't. What did you see? I say what? Stripper. By the way, we conduct deliverance for people in this program, and I will do it. I have oil in my office. I'll do it. What did you see? Don't tell me the name, because the name is not the specifics. The specifics is what you saw. So describe what you saw.
I saw myself like in company, I was doing well. So I was always
What did you see yourself doing?
taking good pictures.
Beautiful. It's okay. So, can you now describe that you saw? Let us now do the second type of specific. The goal is, I really need the trust of my family members, or I really need my family members to trust me. That is the daydream statement, right? To make it into present tense, my family members now trust me, or I'm enjoying the trust of my family members. But it's not specific, because I don't know what trust would look like in your family. I don't know the vibe. I don't know what you would see. So let's do the same thing again. Close your eyes. Begin to see your family members trusting you. What can you see them doing that shows that they trust you? It must be very specific. I have no idea. Is it giving you money? Is it trusting you with their ATM? I have no idea. What do you now see that makes you know, yes, they trust me? In 10 seconds, you will open your eyes and then you will tell me exactly what you saw. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open your eyes. What did you see?
I saw my family supporting me.
Which specific family members did you see in your imagination? So you have worked with your subconscious to make that goal specific. What did you see?
I saw my sister very happy.
Which sister did you say? Good. That is the easier way of writing the specific components. Now, someone now asked me, okay, why are we doing it like this?
So we are still in the goal statement. I explained that the goal statement has the present tense component, has the specific component, and we're about to now discuss the time-bound component. To complete the time-bound component, you're just adding a logical date in the future when you want to have started enjoying this goal. It can be within the next 3 months or on or before October 2026. So the time-bound component should capture the month and the year. When do you want to start enjoying this goal that you are seeing? When do you want to start enjoying this thing that you said you are having currently? When do you want to start enjoying it? So I explained that the root of the goal statement is from Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Emphasis on the first part of Hebrews 11 verse 1 is the substance of things hoped for. Now, if I give you a biro pen, the substance of the biro pen is that you use your eyes to see the biro, you use your hand to feel what the biro is like, and maybe you can even smell it. You can smell the ink. That's the substance. Now, if you're experiencing the substance, why do you need to hope for what you're already seeing and having? The second part of that verse says the evidence of things not seen. Now, you have the substance, you have the evidence that there is a pen in your hand. So, what does it mean by you are not seeing it? The evidence of something not seen. So that verse is a meeting point between the future and the present. So when I asked you to visualize, when we were defining the specific component, I told you to visualize. In visualizing, I brought the substance to you. I brought the evidence to you. So that is the present. Okay. Now to now add the future component, I now told you add a logical delivery date. So the goal statement is a sentence that has the present and the future all in one. So if I tell you read out your goal statement, it will sound funny to the normal ears, because if you're trying to use normal English language, it do not make sense. So if your goal statement makes sense, if an English student is listening to it, then your goal statement is wrong. So for the goal statement, document what you saw during your visualization and then add a logical delivery date. So we have been able to move from step 1, needs, that is daydream statement, and converted the needs into goal statement, present tense, specific, and time bound, that's step 2. So now we want to discuss step 3, your innermost reasons for this goal.